SGA is averaging nearly 9 free throws a game. Some say that's skill, others call it baiting. But one thing's clear, everyone knows his next move. Gilbert Arenas breaks it all down. Now hear it from the source.
You can flop and get the foul, the non-foul. And then now you can play through the foul because you know they can't foul you now.
Yeah. So Giannis led the league free throw attempts 11 per game in the regular season.
Week? Or
SGA
or is it a narrative?
Attempts.
This week.
With the SGA narrative?
Because
you think that's weak?
Because do you know how many players in history averaged over 30 and shot under 9 free throws? There's only a handful. Like Jordan shot 12 free throws a game. Kobe shot 10, 10, 10, 11. Allen Iverson shot 10, 10, 11. He shot, 8.8?
Yeah, 8.8 this season.
Shot 8.8 this year. And they're calling him a free throw merchant, but everybody in history who's averaged 30 are shooting over 10 free throws a game. Giannis averaged what?
They're not free throw merchants.
10.6 free throw attempts.
10.6 free throws.
Allen Iverson played through fouls.
Yeah, call the whistle. Like, I just, if he knows how to get fouled, he knows how to get fouled. That's just
flopping.
He was 12.
Same shit Trae Young.
He went 2 for 12 in the first quarter, right?
From the first half from the field.
Yeah, he was.
And he only shot 5 free throws in the second half, and in the fourth quarter he only shot 2 free throws. That's
He
when
don't get those free throws.
7 free throw attempts the first 4.5 minutes of the game.
They don't give him them free throws. What he shoot from the field? He shoot 2 for what?
But he been.
That was just the first half.
First half he was what?
I think 2 of 11.
2 of 11. If he don't shoot them free throws, man, that looks really bad.
But he been playing like this all year though.
Yeah, they've
been 2 of 13.
they've been
like
2 of 13 in the first half, 8 of 14 in the second.
And that's why it looked the way it looked in the first half, because it was just a bunch of, oh, that's not a foul. It's like you just throwing it up. And you just, hey.
Man, smart. He was struggling, and he helped himself get a rhythm by shooting free throws. It's like I'm trying to figure out in NBA history who's never done that. What player? Name me a great that average. You can go with Melo, you can go with T-Mac, you can go with D-Wade. I mean, just name anyone who was a great player that wasn't gifted at getting to the charity line.
So let's take a look at free throw attempts per game for MVP since 2000. I'll go with just the guards. So Westbrook 10.4, LeBron 10.2, AI 10.1, Harden 10.1. KD was up there 9.9. LeBron in his 08-09 MVP season 9.4. Kobe in his 08 MVP season was at 9.5. And SGA, likely MVP this year, 8.8.
So he's the lowest. Yeah,
of those 12, it was 12.
That's just MVPs. If you have,
I just named you the guards.
That's averaging 32 and up. So that's what I said. It's more of a narrative because how he's getting fouled, but it's somebody that's just smart. He's smart.
I mean, but
if I know how you play defense, if I know if I'm gonna go over this screen and you're taught to fight over, what are you gonna do? Stop. Yeah, I'm going. You know what I mean? There's things I'm gonna do because I know you have to play it a certain way.
Well, especially if we're trying to get in the penalty
like
they
Harkenstein. Every time you get that pop, if you get that pop right here, instead of shooting that floater, pump fake. Rudy jumps every time. Jump into him. Foul.
All right, well, let's
but that's what I'm saying. But that's how if you know what the defense does, it's easy to manipulate them. So if Harkenstein gets it every time and just pump fakes, Rudy's gonna jump 100% of the times. Let him jump off the ground, jump into him, foul.
Yeah,
sit his ass down. Go sit down because he's not disciplined.
So before we get into the conversation, we asked the chat, is SGA a free throw merchant? 65% of the chat said that SGA is a free throw merchant. I don't particularly think that's a bad thing. I think people might see that as an insult.
The objective of the game is to score.
Exactly.
Put the ball in the basket. If I'm going to be in the lane 29 times a night, I'm going to be at the free throw line for sure. Somebody's fouling me.
Motherfucker drive. How many times did he drive?
28 times in the game. The Wolves
He drove 28 times in that game. He's driving 28 times.
Somebody's fouling.
Your team drove 27. How many free throws did the team get?
So Thunder shot 26 free throws for the game. Wolves shot 21. The fouls were 22 apiece. So ended up that way at the end of the game.
So he's getting all of his fouls driving. They're getting theirs here and there. Just aggression. Like Ant-Man, listen, somebody like Ant-Man, it's going to be hard for him to get a lot of fouls because he wants to jump over everybody. Right? It's no different than, he doesn't. He's one of those guys that jump fades like he's a fader, but when he gets ready to come in the lane, everybody moving. They're not trying to challenge that shot. Only time you're going to challenge somebody's shot because you know they're not dunking on you.
He's not a flopper. That's why. He ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Niggas play ball like you play ball at the park. And we're not calling foul. Not calling nothing.
Call it what you want.
All that shit, man. Everybody look at it the way they look at it. Why you think they laughed at the box score when they looked at it? Why you think he threw the ball at him?
Who
like,
laughed at
man,
the box
here
score?
he go. Well, look at you, man. Stop with this shit, man. Let us hoop, bro. Come on, what you on? Damn.
I don't know why they're looking at that. They should be laughing at the off the bench. 1 for 11, 0 for 7 from the 3, 3 for 14, 3 for 12 from the 3, 3 for 11, 2 for 9 from the 2. That's what they should be laughing at. They should be laughing at their own fucking team.
And we will talk about
15
that.
for 51 from the 3. Laugh at that. That's what you need to be laughing at. Y'all worrying about somebody getting free throws. Worry about making a fucking shot.
And we will talk about that in a moment, Gil. We will talk about that in a
I'm
moment.
just saying this is the playoff. They over here arguing about a nigga who's driving the whole time. The fuck he driving fucking 40 times. How many free throws you think he gonna get?
28
I'm expecting Steph not to get a lot of free throws because he shoot jump shots. If he want to shoot 10 threes a game, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I'm pretty sure Devin Chinzo didn't have a lot of threes.
Just keep him out the,
Yep, Devin
try to
Chinzo,
keep him out the paint.
12 threes, zero free throws. Alexander Walker, 9 threes, 0 free throws. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we don't shoot free throws. None of those guys shoot free throws. Ant-Man, 8 threes, 7 free throws. SGA took 27. SGA took 27 shots. Only 4 was threes. You know where he's going. Stop him.
Keep him out the paint.
So, like we're talking about.
Load up. Shit, make him shoot jumpers.
So everybody listen, all your NBA players listen. It should be all 300 of y'all driving next year.
Yeah.
Drive.
Same thing Allen Iverson did.
Don't get floppy.
Michael
now.
Jordan did it. I did
If
it.
everybody don't get the calls, you know it's different now. Everybody just drive.
James Harden, Russ Everett, KD. You heard the free throw list. Right? The lowest on there. So he ain't doing nothing different that everybody else did.
No, Ant Edwards was driving. Not
What?
getting no calls.
Yeah, he tried to dunk
He
on
took
some-
13 shots.
He tried
8
to
was
dunk on.
threes.
He tried to dunk on old boy.
No, he was
And
doing
probably
some
5 of
driving.
13 from the field in the
Trying to
game,
dunk on
8
the
three-point
board
attempts.
Wait,
But
he took, so half his shots was 3, more than half.
I mean, what you gonna do after that? You gonna keep attacking? But I mean, I think maybe about 3 or 4. I mean, maybe 3 calls was like
The only one,
questionable. 3 or 4.
the tripping one is the late call. That's where his foot is hooked.
Okay.
When he's shooting a jump shot, if he caught it, right? I mean, there's really nothing you can do about that, you know. But for the most part, you already know the scheme of what he does. He's gonna bump you first, boom. Soon as you get the bump back, that's when he's.
And I gotta give credit to SGA. He does a great job selling these calls that we like to say.
Man, it's just
I'm about to say
Been going
I'm
on.
about to say that's
You may call that.
high IQ.
So what'd you call it?
He's selling the calls.
Okay.
High IQ.
I like the way you say it.
If
But listen,
somebody
I don't like the way I
Aren't you
say it. They
supposed
get
to
offended
manipulate
when I
the
say
game?
it that
But you
way.
say flop.
It
You're supposed to
sounds
manipulate the
better.
game?
Selling the
As much
call.
as you can.
High IQ.
That's what I
He's
think.
selling, flopping, foul baiting.
You know what's
mercy.
so funny is, you know if they call every foul in the NBA, the game would be over by what, the beginning of the third quarter, they said?
Everybody will foul out.
Yeah, everybody would foul out. There would be no players left. So that means they're not calling. They said 75% of the actual fouls. Which means if I know your job is not to call the fouls, then that means I gotta sell when I think I'm getting fouled. Back in the day. Oh, you remember that shit?
Yeah, yeah.
You go in there,
Yeah.
you do this, you slap yourself, bullshit like that. You selling your calls, man. The only people who get penalized the opposite way of fouling is people who are trying to be too strong. So Shaquille O'Neal got penalized for being too strong. LeBron James for most of his career. Giannis, Jokic,
Giannis still leads the league in free throws.
Embiid, Boogie Cousins, Dwight, guys that are so strong, you fouling them, you get the hang on them before they call a foul. But if you watch their games and they call it like this, they'll shoot 25 free throws.
Guys sell fouls because they don't want to pass the ball. It's a good excuse to fucking say, that's why I didn't pass. He fouled me, bro. He fouling me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I can do it because
You're
you're not.
belling yourself out
you're
by,
not disciplined.
hey!
You're not disciplined on defense, so
If you gotta sell the call, ain't got nothing to do with discipline. I'm as disciplined as it gets. You're selling it.
Are you falling?
Acting.
Right.
What Doris Burke says. Doesn't Doris say he's a great actor? He's acting. That means I'm not fouling him. That's what that means for a defender. If he's acting, that means I'm not fouling him.
We said NBA Twitter says that he's a free throw merchant. NBA Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
Put it like this.
So
if he's a free throw, I shot 11 free throws. And he's the free throw merchant.
I mean, you somebody that you always talk about can't wait to get to the free throw.
Yeah, wait, hey.
Get him in the bonus.
Goofy ass.
He always.
But SGA accomplished that early in the game, got him in the bonus early in the first
That's the
quarter.
same thing, kind
It's
of.
not.
Because he can't wait to get into the free
Kobe
throw.
and Durant and none of those guys were trying to sell the call. It was a blatant foul because we're going to the rim.
Hey!
No, hold on. No, wait. No, KD, it was this right here. He was selling that every time. He was going to, man, this right. They took this out the game because KD kept doing that.
Yep.
Every time KD got the ball, somebody did. That's selling.
What's
You just
this?
doing that.
Foul.
If I'm shooting, your hand right here,
Oh, yeah, foul.
I don't have to sell that.
So you don't think that's what they got a hand up? You don't think he's doing the same thing?
No.
So,
He's falling before he even hit him.
so
We just seen he just fell to the ground. Nobody touched him.
okay, so if you
So when you fall, you get a foul. The same thing for Joel Embiid. He's a foul merchant too.
But
He's one of the worst.
But what's wrong with that?
He
though?
won't get the
You
call.
mean because you're just falling on the ground and you get a call, ain't nobody touch you. There's
What do you
something
mean?
wrong with that.
No, no.
What do you
You're not just
mean?
getting a call.
If you're guarding somebody and they fall and the dude call a foul, you're not mad?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. What are we talking about then?
But that's not happening.
It is what's happening.
The one when he just fell, they gave him the call back.
Bro, if we're on the same team, we're playing against this guy, and you guarding him first. You get your first 2 calls because he fell on the ground. You're on the bench. You're mad. You're looking at me like, bro, it ain't too much we could do tonight. He falling tonight. That don't make you mad.
No, it does.
you can make it mad, but that don't stop.
But I mean, so let's do something else. Let's go double. Let's get the ball out of his hands. Let's.
Like he falls. What if he falls again? He's falling and he can't get up. Just keep falling.
Here we go. If you're playing against Rashad,
Come on.
right? If you're playing against Rashad, what do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna try to what?
Muscle me.
Muscle you, right?
That's what you thought.
Easy to sell his calls. It's easy to sell the call.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna bump him, and when he tries to one of these, oh shit!
I'm gonna do that.
Wow.
But from the look, yes. I'm saying if I'm going to get you.
That ain't got nothing to do with me and my genius. Yo,
I know-
looking ass thinking I'm gonna do that.
I know, but that's
your
fine. But
fault.
I know, but I'm gonna do it.
Hand
I'm
down,
gonna do it
hand
anyway.
down, dart your eye. I don't gotta back you down.
No, you're gonna.
No,
foul.
we're talking about on
No,
defense.
yeah,
When
you're on defense. If you're on defense, I'm gonna go right at you because you look.
Because you look so strong
look-
that
I'm gonna
when
do-
you,
I'm gonna do is
touch
hold my
me,
body.
when you touch me,
Oh.
I'm flailing.
So what you go? So say it again. I look like if you just run into me, you could just go what?
Yes.
Yep.
Sell it.
Foul.
Yes.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Instead of being tough.
Well,
I am being tough.
Instead of being tough.
I am being tough.
Run
because
through the foul.
I'm running into a brick
Come on,
wall.
man. Is that what we teaching
I
the
am being
kids?
tough.
Is that what we teaching the kids?
I'm gonna run into you.
Is that what we teaching the
jump
kids?
shot,
Bro,
you.
get
what
to
we
that free
teaching
throw
the
line.
kids?
Man, free throw line win games. Free throw.
Jalen Brunson, he goes through the foul.
He does the same thing. He does the same thing.
Jalen
dog.
Brunson
He does the
plays
same
through
thing.
the foul, bro.
He does the same
He
thing.
plays through the foul.
I gotta play through the foul to get my end one.
Bro, SGA and
No.
SGA is brilliant.
Nah.
Bro, they're
Brunson not falling.
bro, they're
just to
IQ
fall,
geniuses.
bro.
They're IQ geniuses, bro.
No,
They just come in
not
like
falling just to fall,
if
bro.
I'm coming down on a break on you on the right hand side, I'm going right at you.
Right at you.
I know you're gonna foul. You're gonna have
I'm
to.
not gonna
Hopefully
foul
you
you.
Yes, you are.
Hopefully you try
The
to
fact
stay
that your dumb ass think you could just run into me, I'm just gonna pull the chair. Look at your
Then
dumb
lay
ass.
up then.
Run
Then
it
lay
out,
up.
block it.
Then,
Then block it.
you're not.
Your dumb ass,
How
what
you
doing? I'm
pulling?
right here.
How you pulling the chair?
I'm pulling the chair.
How you doing
so
this?
that you-
And
then
then
I'm
I'm going-
blocking.
and I'm going like
You're not
this.
doing none of that. I'm right in front of you,
No,
bro.
no.
What are you talking?
No.
You just gonna go at me like I'm just gonna be like,
No,
okay.
I'm going right at.
Okay.
Lay. You doing this?
I'm backing up.
Right,
Yeah,
lay.
pull up. I'm
Lay.
stripping the ball.
Lay.
You pull up.
Lay.
I'm stripping it.
Lay.
Like
Whatever. I don't
Lay.
have to be strong.
Like
Lay.
small guy.
I just had to be smart.
Like when a big man is posting up a small guy, and the small guy is sitting there trying to fight him. You stupid.
I did see Alex Caruso do that.
No,
to Joker in Game
but what
7.
I'm saying is it's a dumb thing. Take the charge.
Saw Caruso, big body Joker.
Take the charge. If you know that
Did
guy's
he have
gonna
to take a charge?
like the Dwight Howard
could
or
have.
anything.
Did he have to?
He didn't need. He locked.
He did not have
Like
to.
the Dwight Howard or something, they're sitting there going to lower their shoulders. Why are you trying to muscle? What you think this? You're trying to muscle with this guy. Soon as he lowers his shoulder, take the charge.
So,
You don't need to pretend you're strong. We know you're not stronger than him. Take the charge.
To me, I mean, when I was watching the game, he's shooting the same shots. He get to the same spaces, right in that paint, fall back, everything.
So, question for the couch: whether you agree with SGA's ability to draw fouls or not, call it foul baiting, being a foul merchant, whatever. How hard is it to keep your cool when it feels like an opposing player is getting every whistle?
No, play better defense. Shit, make an adjustment. Do something different. Obviously,
That's how you would feel with the question he just asked? That's how you-
obviously, nobody's been able to guard this man one-on-one all year. So, you know what he's going to do, and nobody's still stopping it. So, figure something else out. Trap him. Get the ball out of his hands. I don't know. But if he's going to come down and be able to play one-on-one, good luck with whoever guarding him. And that go for anybody in the league.
You know what the real irony of this is? I think people are not thinking that the referees don't do their homework. The referees don't look at all these plays after the game. So if everyone's saying he's a free throw merch, these ain't fouls, you don't think they have to watch this? They have to watch all these plays, and they out there still making the same call. So they're behind the scenes agreeing that he's just good at this. Some people are just gifted at this shit, man.
Yeah. We had
it's just one of like I watch them sometimes. I was like, fuck, that was like Lou Will. Some people are just fucking gifted at knowing how to get fouled.
Look, Devin Harris. Fuck.
We had SGA's Pops here in the arena a couple months ago. We talked about the whole foul merchant, foul baiting criticism that his son gets, but pointed out that he has an innate ability to understand the rules and manipulate those rules to be able to draw fouls. So if people have a problem with that, then you have a problem with the officials for calling that. Because if they stop calling that stuff, I would imagine he has to change his game.
But there are other guys in the league that get
James,
fouled.
James had to change his game.
There are other guys in the league that average just as much free throws as him. Correct? There's a second, a third, and a fourth. They don't have the same criticism.
Yeah.
Only one guy has the
Trae
criticism.
Young third, 7.4 free throw attempts per game. Harden fourth, 7.3 free throw attempts per game this season. Jalen Brunson fifth.
And
in the
his
regular
went
season,
down because they stopped
6.9
calling
free throw
that.
attempts. And then Joker was
His shit
7.
would be at
For
11.
everybody who
So only one guy, probably Joker, the only one that's not, people don't consider
Yeah, Trae reputation.
all 3 point guards.
James Harden has that same reputation. Jalen Brunson, I don't think gets it quite as much.
Guys who got the ball in their hand the most.
Guys who are probably the most skilled, too.
I didn't realize we're penalizing people because they're just smarter than everybody. Like literally, you have to dumb down basketball because I don't see we do know who the elite defenders are, right? What is their all defensive team?
Pull it up.
What's the all defensive team?
I know any defender out there that's watching, they like, man.
Has not been released yet for this
If we
season.
can't guard you, if we can't touch you,
Who is the best guard defender?
we done for. It's a done night. We can't touch Brandon. We can't touch him, man. They not letting us touch. We can't guard him.
But they only shot 26 and 21 free throws. So
All year long, he can't breathe on him. That's what he said. We know coming in here, we knew we tried to scheme for him before the series. We knew what we was going to get. But, we got to figure it out.
And you know his saying, man, he's consistent. He's been consistent all year doing this. Somebody should know.
He
right
know
now.
what he doing.
Somebody should know. Can't fault him for that.
He know what he doing.
Watch better film. Coach, or whatever his coach is, go do another scheme or something. Shit. Oh, I don't know. Get out of here. I don't know.
When I hear that,
Lou Dort, Dyson Daniels, Amen Thompson, I think. Perimeter.
Look like it's the coaching.
play against Daniels, you said Daniels, right?
Dyson Daniels led the league in steals.
He shot 4 free throws against him, took 23 shots.
Shit, as long as they keep starting Mike Conley, he ain't got to play defense.
Listen, I
either.
want to look at like some of those elite, that's on that first team that's considered elite defenders who, I want to see how many free throws he takes against, the Boston Celtics, Drew Holiday and them. They're smart enough not to fall for it. They understand. They're watching tape, right? Here. For the moment, we pretended that these guys actually watch tape all year to see when he comes in here, what are you going to do? Right, if you know what a guy likes to do, left, right, when he comes in, he likes to dip his shoulder, and when he dip his shoulder and he fakes like he's gonna go out and he stops, Sam Cassell, push the ball over, right? Let you catch up pump fake, knowing you're going to jump, run into you, right? That was his move, right? So you have to understand what the offense does if you're going to be a great defender, because the offense is looking at what you do as a defensive player. That's why I said, what's the name? If you catch that ball right there, fake Rudy every single time. He's jumping every single time. Get him out of the game. You don't have to go up and shoot that floater. It's open, pump fake just one time, let Rudy jump, get the foul. Now he's grounded, score it. Third time, pump fake again. If he don't jump, pump fake it again. He gonna jump that time, get the second foul. His ass gotta sit down. It's a chess match. That's all he's playing. He's playing a numbers game. I drive 26 times. How many fouls can I accumulate? Even if I don't shoot free throw, how many fouls can I accumulate? How many people are gonna sit on the bench? Don't settle. No one gets in I can't get you in foul trouble if I'm just sitting and shooting a whole bunch of threes because that's what you want me to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've been preaching it the whole time. Go to the lane. Get to the basket.
So we talked about what SGA did regular season, obviously second in free throw attempts per game, but should it be a different metric in terms of what they call as fouls in the playoffs? We talk about playoff basketball. Should there be room for more aggression? Or are these fouls playoffs regular season?
I mean, both teams only shot 26 and 21 free throws, so it wasn't a lot of, it wasn't a lot of, like, it wasn't that much.
One guy shot 14 of the 26, bro. What are you talking about?
And he went to the basket. 28.
One guy shot 14 of the 26.
Okay, can I ask you this? If he drives 20, how many times?
28 times.
If he drives 28 times, how many free throws and layups do you think he should? What do you think the balance is on that? He drove 26 times. How many free throws do you give him? How many just pure layups do you think he's going to get?
We're playing good defense. He don't get no free throws, no layups.
Okay, so 28 times.
He's
This
over
is so
28.
fucking simple,
He's
bro.
over
Play
28.
defense. He's driving. Stay in front of him. Hand up. Make him passes. Stay in front of him. It's called driving kick drill. We used to do it all the fucking time.
You think it's that easy?
It is.
No, it ain't.
He drove
No, it ain't.
28
No, it
times.
ain't.
You
No.
don't-
No middle.
So he's 0 for 20.
No middle.
0 for 28.
Then we get taught no middle.
Yep.
On the closeout.
Ice it, yep.
High left. If the ball's on the right wing, I'm closing out left side, pushing to the baseline. Where's your fundamentals? I don't want to hear this shit, man. I really want to talk hoop.
So, but you just said
I
you
really
wanna
wanna talk,
But you
bro.
just said if a dude drives 28 times,
I
he
can
should
stop
have
him.
zero free throws.
Zero free throws,
and
zero
throw-
layups.
So he's 0 for 28.
He shouldn't be
On
shooting.
the-
He should
on
be
the-
passing on every drive.
I'm
He don't
not-
have a lane.
I'm-
He has nowhere to pass. He
I'm
has
not
nowhere to shoot. He has to pick up his dribble, and he has to look
I'm
like
not-
Caruso does when he drives.
I'm not saying what
Doesn't Caruso
I'm not
do that?
saying what you should do. I'm
He
saying,
drives, and then he picks it up, and he looks to pass it to somebody. Why are we not counting his drives?
because it doesn't count as a drive. We're saying he's already there.
Doesn't count as a
So
drive. What do you mean? He's
I'm-
driving, he's picking the ball up.
Yes.
That's a drive.
He stopped. He
Yeah,
got stopped.
why-
We're
they can
saying
do the same
in the
thing.
lane. We're saying in the lane. That means he already got that. That means your defense is not there. So how many layups do you give this MVP and how many free throws?
Not getting no layups, you're not getting no free throws, we're not fouling them. It's
So
called
0
play
for-
without fouling.
so 0 for
It's called
28.
play without
0 for-
fouling.
0 for
So it's called play without fouling.
Wow.
Okay.
0 for 28?
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. I think we've had sufficient
Realistic?
foul merchant discussions for
You want to talk basketball, but that's the realistic take.
Good defense, driving, no foul.
A dude,
Good defense, driving, no foul. Passing the ball. What are you talking about?
A dude who's averaging 30 will go to the lane 28 times and not get a one free throw or layup.
If he's not looking for the, he's not trying to sell the foul, and you got a guy like Lou Dort guarding him or somebody like that guarding him, you can play good defense, especially if it's team defense.
So
They're playing good defense on the other end. They're stopping Ant Edwards from doing what Shai does. How?
Because
I'm not letting him drive to the lane.
Because
I
Edwards
already
shoot more,
stopped
threes.
him from driving to the lane.
we're going to talk
So
So
about
we're
jump
saying
shooter.
he got
I
in the
thought y'all was
lane
watching the game.
28
He's a jump
times.
thought
shooter
y'all
more.
was watching the game.
He's a jump shooter more too.
What kind of defense is
He's more of a jump
OKC
shooter, too.
playing on Ant-Man?
He's
They're
more of a jump
loading
shooter.
up.
They're loading up.
But he's more of a jump shooter.
AAU
too, though.
defense.
So that means he didn't get in the lane 28 times.